Good morning. It's Lawn Fawn release day. Hooray! Just going to give a minute here, see if I get any people. Hopefully somebody comes. Oh, there you are. Hello, hello. We'll just wait a minute just so everyone can get themselves situated, and then we'll get started on the preview of all these great products. Everything is up on our website and ready to purchase now. But this is the earliest I could get to my desk. So hope you guys are having a good day so far. Right, Amanda? I know. They're our favorite pens too. Okay, so I will talk about the giveaway now, and then I'll talk about it again at the end of the video in case people come in partway through. So when we go to trade shows and you visit the Lawn Fawn booth, we always get these pens. And I didn't realize it was something that you could buy. And so when I stumbled across it, I thought, ooh, I'm going to share these with all of our customers, because literally this is our strategy when we visit the Lawn Fawn booth. I rarely do a trade show by myself. So whoever I'm with, I make sure they get a pen and I get a pen. And then if we go and do the make and takes, then we usually get pens while we're there too. And then they usually give you a pen to write up your order. So we end up with multiple pens, and we love that. And so they are a staple in my craft room, and it is a very sad day when the ink runs out. So Amanda, we can order more, which is really exciting. So they're just really nice pens to write with, but they're really cute because they have each pen. Oh, let me get my hand in there. Each pen has something different on it. So here we've got the little snowmen. So this one says "Let it snow." This one here, oh my gosh, this one has the mice with the dandelions. I think that's, I forget the name of that set, but it's a popular one. And then this one has, it says "I'm nuts for you," and it's got the little acorns on it. And then this one, it says "You're so possum," and it's got the little critters on it. So with any purchase from the new release, you're going to get a pen so you can enjoy these great pens as well. But we're also throwing in a pad of paper. I am always telling you guys to write it in your notebook. And I don't know if everyone has a notebook, but at least this way you'll have a little scratch pad that you can use your pen with, and you can feel like you're part of our crew, because we love the pens. Amanda, we visit frequently just for pens. I know. I wonder if they're on to us. But anyways, so this is our free gift with purchase for shopping with us. And like I said, the whole release is up online right now. So you can go on there and pick your favorites. You do have to make a purchase from the new release. You don't have to add it to your cart or anything. We're just going to add it to your order. You don't have to do anything. We'll watch and make sure that you've purchased something from the new release, and then it will just go in your box for you. So I'm going to set that right up there so I don't forget. Marlene says she's happy to see the Just Plain Awesome stencils. Yes. So with each new release, they are bringing stencils, making stencils available for previously released products. So we don't order very heavy in those because we don't know how many people want them. And the stencils really aren't very helpful if you don't have other products to go with it. So if we happen to sell out, don't stress, because all you have to do is email us, and we will be putting in a new order almost immediately. We have a list of things that people have already requested, and we are constantly ordering. I will say, we love Lawn Fawn. We love them a lot, but their shipping is so slow, like so slow. I feel like I need to get on an airplane, fly down to California, and pack my own order because it's just, yes. Oh, and I forgot to mention that, like Shelby just said, this is while supplies last. I think we ordered lots, but you never know. So, yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to get started on all the new fun things. So I am going to, Shelby's going to go with me. I know I haven't been to California in a really long time. For a while there, I was going all the time because I think it was like 13 or 14 years in a row. We had our big trade show there. And so I went every January for like 13 years. It felt like home. It was kind of crazy. They seem to be going seasonally, releasing old ones. Got my eye on some of the old sets, making a list of stencils. Yeah, I don't know if it's seasonal. It might be. I think they tie them in with the releases, but we hear they're going to be doing them for all of them. So I don't know. Okay, I'm just going to pull up my slideshow here because this way you can see some samples as well. But the first one we're going to talk about, and this is an adorable set. This one is called I Like Big Butterflies. So this one, I'm going to show you stamped die stencil. We have some options for just stamped die as well. And yeah, like look at these butterflies. They are just so cute. So they're all smiley and chubby and they're just fun. I love, so some things to point out about Lawn Fawn stamps. They are notorious for embedding little extra things in there. So although it's about the butterflies, in this particular set, if you just exclude the butterflies altogether, you have a speech bubble, which is amazing because it fits all of these little sentiments that they tend to add to their sets. So if you don't have a speech bubble in your stash, it's a good one. They also have all these little stitched flight patterns. I'm just going to hold that up a little closer. Oops, I'm getting, you know what? I forgot to turn off my overhead light. Hold on. That's why we got a glare. Here we go. And do I have that light on? No? Okay, good. Okay, here we go. This will be better. See, no more glare. Okay, so see those little stitch patterns? So that is great to have for anything at all that flies. So you can have bees, you can have butterflies, you can have birds, you can have airplanes, anything at all that has a flight pattern. Then these are really great to add in. And I use them on my layouts a lot as well. They're just so cool. So I'll often not be even using a Lawn Fawn set and I go run looking for the stitch patterns that I can use or a speech bubble or something like that. They always include some sentiments as well. And then of course you've got the butterflies, but they come with a matching die. And then of course there are the amazing coloring stencils that allow you to color in your butterflies section by section. If you don't like to use markers, you can use your blending brushes and your inks, which I just think it's such a great option. I have markers. I like to color a lot, and I still find myself using the stencils just as much. So that is that set there. Now let's look at some inspiration here. So we've got, before I go any further, let's talk about this. This is a mini set for the Henry's Build a Sentiment. And this one is called Butterfly. So again, with the Build a Sentiments, they're all individual stamps. So you can mix and match them to make all kinds of different greetings. And they also pair up with all of the other sets that they have in their library of the Build a Sentiment stamps. So I just love these. I did a live not too long ago where I made a St. Patrick's Day card, and I didn't even think I had a sentiment that I could use. And I ended up finding one on the spring set, I think it was. And I didn't even know I had it. So it's really great to pick these up because you can mix and match and make all kinds of fun things. And this is a good one for fly, anything that flies, because you've got the word fly in it. You've got high in there. You've got fluttering by to say. So like there's lots of things that you can use it for other than butterflies. So definitely check that out. What's next? Okay, so there you can see the butterflies colored up. Now, some of the other items that are shown here are either previously released products or products that I'm going to be showing you shortly. But just to give you an idea of what those butterflies look like when they're colored up. Aren't they cute? And you can see the little stitch patterns behind them. I love the one with the little heart. It's so cute. And there you can see the sentiment, have a beautiful day. So that was created using that set. And there is have a beautiful day. And that is the one that comes right in the set itself. Isn't it cute? Just the butterflies alone are really, really pretty. Okay, so that's it for that. Then we have, next up, we have our what's this one called? Stamp and Stencil Easter eggs. So this is the first time Lawn Fawn has included a stencil inside the package. I'll hold it up there. Can you see it? So this stencil is not the coloring stencil for the set, but it is a pattern stencil for the eggs. So you can actually decorate your eggs to be whatever pattern it is. So it's kind of like when you were a kid and used to decorate eggs for Easter. You get to decorate them for your cards too. And they're sized perfectly to fit inside this little oval, and you can give your eggs little patterns, which I thought was a really cool thing. Then they have the matching die, and then they have the coloring stencil for all of the critters that you see that are holding the eggs. Isn't that awesome? I thought that was a really cool idea. So again, you get a scripted sentiment, which I really, really love. And that one comes with a die. So even if you're looking for a really nice, happy Easter sentiment, that's a really nice one. They also give you this one, which is really cute because you can color this one in, and it also has a die. And then you have dies for all of the ones with the critters. There's a little heart, and then you've got a couple little sentiments there too that you can use that are smaller. So yeah, everything about Lawn Fawn is adorable. It's cuteness overload, and it's so much fun to play with. So here's an example of the critters and the eggs, and you can see how they're all decorated there. Isn't that cute? So you can kind of get crazy with your inks and have some fun. And there is another sample. Joanne, I don't know how anybody resists any of this. It's just so fun. I for a while, I kind of took a Lawn Fawn hiatus. I wasn't really purchasing much Lawn Fawn for myself. I just thought, I have lots. I can mix and match. It's all good. But I started really looking at it a little closer, and I'm like, oh, wow, this set has this, and this set has this. And even if I don't use this, I'll use this. And, oh, I can use this with this. And it's just like, oh, my gosh. Heather, we're going to get to that paper in just a minute. They do have a new paper release. And now on this set here, you'll notice that scalloped oval. That's a new product. The pattern paper is a new product. The border along the middle of the card there, that's also a new product. And here is another, this card is super cute. I love this. So you'll notice the critters with the eggs. You'll notice those little tufts of grass. We're going to talk about that. And then you'll notice the background, the butterfly background. That is also a new stencil. And you can see the Happy Easter, the scripty Happy Easter in action on this card too. Isn't it cute? It's just so cute. So yeah, I love that too. So that's a great set. And then the moles were so popular in their, well, there was a Valentine's release, I think. And it was funny because when I first saw the moles, I thought, oh my gosh, they're not cute at all. But once I started seeing all the samples and the things that they were doing with them, I fell in love with them. And now they have a little add-on set that they've come out with. And this one is called Mole Lot of Flowers. And you get the little mole pushing the wheelbarrow. You've got some flowers growing out of a mound of dirt that fits in there. You've got a little mole, which you could put in there, or just a mound of dirt. So you can have all three options for the wheelbarrow. And you've got some cute little sentiments. But guys, this is perfect for Mother's Day. So it says, I love you, Mom, M-O-M. I love you, Mom, M-U-M. Look at this. I love you, Grandma. I love that. Nobody ever has anything for grandmas. And my grandkids call me Nana, but I would go for I love you, Grandma. They would love that. And then Happy Mother's Day is there as well. You've even got the little word yay, another heart. And then you've got holy moly, it's spring. Holy moly, it's Mother's Day. It's really cute. And then there is a die and a stencil to go with that as well. So let's take a look at some of the samples. Yeah, hint, hint, Amanda. Hint, hint. Oh, wait. Before we look at samples, now I thought this was brilliant. So at Christmas time, they came out with all the Santa hats. Now they've come out with a couple of new all the stamps. This one is all the garden hats. So this is a stamped die stencil, and you can use this on any critter that they have in their library. So, and they come in different sizes, and the flowers are on different sizes, on different sides of the hats. Isn't that adorable? Oh my gosh. So you can put little hats. I mean, they're garden hats, but they're summer hats. You can put them on anything. Like, they're so cute. Stencil and die available for that. And then I'm also just going to jump in here and tell you about the grass. So this is another thing that I go searching through my stamp sets for. And I want to find tufts of grass. It's really great to have this for scene building. So if you are building a scene and you want to add some grass tufts in, look at all the different kinds that you get. So this is all the grasses, and you've got a stencil and a die that coordinate with that. Now I'll show you. Oh, you guys are loving this, eh? Look at the little mole's body. Oh my gosh. Like, the moles are great. The grass is awesome. The hats are amazing. Like, Lawn Fawn just knocks it out of the park. So here we've got the little mole with his garden hat, and he's pushing the wheelbarrow. And this time they've got the little mole inside, and they even use the sentiment on here. It says, "I love you, Grandma." Oh my God. Like, I would die if I got that card. And I know Liam, my middle grandson, the younger grandson, middle grandchild, he is a real crafty guy. And if he saw this and was able to make a card with it, and he would totally put that on there. So anyway, so that's a really cute one. And here we are again. Now this is incorporating some of the moles from the other set. Pretend we gave it to you. No, I'm going to give you the set, and I want you to make something nice. Yeah, so this is incorporating some of the other moles, because in that set you get the little worm and all the fun things. I love the mole that you see his legs sticking out because his head is down in the ground. And do we have any more samples here? Oh, there's the grass. And I'm just going to, did we back up? I didn't see if I talked about any grass. Oh, there's a little tuft of grass there in the top left of the scene, right by the little worm. So that's one of the little tufts of grass. And then here you can see the little tufts of grass along with the butterflies. Oh my goodness. Good morning from Guatemala. Hello, hello. So there's the little tufts of grass there. And here's another scene with the moles and some of the veggie mice set. I think that's where these little vegetables and fences and things come from. And then you can see the little tufts of grass that they've added to this as well. So the little tufts of grass are going to come in very handy. And the garden hats too. Like, you can add them to all kinds of different things. Okay, so this might be one of my favorites from the release. So they have a set already released called Just Plain Awesome. And you get a number of these mice in little paper airplanes flying around. Now they've come out with a mini set, which is an add-on to that. And look at this little mouse. I'm going to hold him up nice and close so you can see him. He's just sitting right in there in the little paper airplane. Again, you get the little heart, you get the little flight patterns, and this one has an actual word in it, which is cute. And this says flying by to say hello. So these sets are really great if you're just starting down the Lawn Fawn rabbit hole, because you get everything that you need to create a card. So you've got your main image, you've got some add-on little things, you've got sentiments, you've got your coloring stencils and your die, and you can make some pretty sweet cards with just this one set. So here is an example. I mean, look how cute he is, sitting up there in his little airplane. I love the flight pattern that has the word hello. The mole. Okay, and then here's one. There's 3 planes on this one. And this card here has a little slider element that's been incorporated into it, which is, again, very cool. So that middle airplane will slide back and forth to give you some movement. Okay, and then, oh, we're moving on to the next one. I never know what's coming next. Okay, so we have the wheelbarrow set. So here's the wheelbarrow set. So it's a standalone die. And I have a little sample here that I can show you, a live sample. I'll hold it up and look at, there's a little mole peeking out of there too. But you get the dies to do the wheelbarrow, and then you get the greenery and these cute little flowers. Now, these can be used separate from the wheelbarrow for sure. And you can make all kinds of scenes with those. So it's a great little staple. There's even a little flower pot that comes with it as well. And we've got a couple of samples here. Tailored Expressions also makes a nice wheelbarrow as well. So take a look at that too if you want to compare them. We have that in stock as well. Oh, there's the card I'm showing you right now. So isn't that one cute? I love the addition of the little mole so you can tuck little critters in there. And if you have previously released sets, these are the veggies that they released, oh gosh, several years ago. And they fit in the wheelbarrow too. So the wheelbarrow can be used for a lot of different things, which is kind of nice. And you can even put the bunny in there as well. And also the fox. So again, use your imagination. You can fill your wheelbarrow with lots of different things. And it doesn't have to just be for spring. So you can kind of do all kinds of fun stuff with that one. And then while we showed that bunny there, we've also got more costumes for our Build-A-Bunny and Build-A-Fox. This is the Build-A-Critter spring accessories. So you've got a cute little bird. It's sort of a chick. You've got an egg costume. You've got the flower for the head. So you can do lots of things. If you already own the Build-A-Fox and Build-A-Bunny, this really expands those. And they are interchangeable. So the costumes work for both critters. So here you can see the bunny dressed up as the chick, which is really fun. You can see the cute little Easter eggs are there, all decorated up with that stencil. You can see the oval in the background. You can see the use of that speech bubble and the Happy Easter sentiment. So a lot of things featured on that card that are being released in this the spring release. This card also shows how easy it is to mix and match products from old releases and new releases together. So even though they're not in the same package, that doesn't mean that they can't go together. There's lots of versatility within this. And here's the fox dressed up as a flower with the leaves. And oh my gosh, look at that little chicken. Really cute. And you'll notice that the chicken is holding the flowers, which came from the wheelbarrow set. So that's a really fun thing. I love all the different ways they're using this oval die to make focal points on their cards. So just kind of keep an eye out on that as I go through the samples. Okay, we have to put up the next slide. And I just have to adjust a few things here. There we go. So next up, we have an add-on for the Magic Iris. This is the butterfly wreath add-on. But if you have been following along with releases before, they always have add-ons for the Magic Iris. It's one of their popular interactive sets. And these don't have to be used with the Magic Iris. You can use them separately. So you'll notice that you get butterflies separately. So you can cut those out and use them on their own as well. So, and even the wreath itself can be used on its own. You don't have to use it with the Magic Iris. So here you can see a card that's been made without the Magic Iris function. And it's still really cool to add it to a card front. So Shelby is saying that there is lots of restocking Bunny and Fox going into the system today as well. Yes, we got a huge restock of Lawn Fawn products, and they will be entering the system today and tomorrow. So just keep your eye out in the Lawn Fawn brand section, because I really did a big top up on things. So all the popular sets and things like that. So just keep an eye on that. And here is the Magic Iris function. I know you can't see it being interactive, but that's how that wreath fits around there. And then we have the new border. They have been releasing the borders with almost each release for the last several. And this is the folksy sprig border. So this is the pattern that it creates. And you can just do a single border, or you can cut out several of these and line them up to create a background. They do a lot of really cool things with them. So here's a card where they've used the border just down through the middle behind that oval. And oops, I'm just going to back up. You can see the butterfly up in the top left corner. That's from the Magic Iris die. So you can use those butterflies on their own. And here, this person who created this card has made a whole background just lining up those borders in different colors. And then they have a new die release, the Thinking of You die, the scripty thinking of you. And then there is a backer die for it as well. So we sell that as a bundle. And it's been featured on several cards that on the slides already. But you can see here how cool it looks. And the sizing, this is an A2 size card. So it kind of gives you an idea on the sizing. And there it is again, just featured with that oval. And there's the oval. So it is just a, I would consider a basic die. It's the stitched scallop oval stackables. And you get all the different sizes. And this smallest one is great for sentiments. So you can use that small die to create some sentiments. And I've shown lots of samples throughout the slideshows here that show you the oval, but here's another one with the butterflies. Isn't that beautiful? And it's got that nice thinking of you scripty word there. And there's another one with the wheelbarrow. So you can make really nice scenes with it. And then they have two scene building dies. This is the big blossom backdrop in the portrait and in the landscape. So each one of these comes with different options. Maybe not. These are pretty close this time. Just slide that over. So you've got the option to make cone flowers or daisies. And then you've also got the option to add this style of petal on it as well. So you can make lots and lots of great scenes with that for sure. And here is the landscape version. So you can see those large flowers in the background. So that is part of this. It cuts out the frame and the petals and everything all connected. Are the two flowers different sizes? You mean on the same die or the different die? I don't know what that means. Are the two flowers different sizes? They're different heights. So you can see here, this one goes up higher and this one is down low. And then this one here has 3 flowers. So you've got one that kind of goes off to the side here. You've got the shorter one in the middle and then another one at the top. But you'll notice that with this die, the landscape die, you get a separate stem and flowers. So you can build flowers away from the frame. This one does not have that extra piece in there. So that is a difference as well. And this has this style of flower. That one doesn't come in this one. They both have this style. They both have this sort of insert as well. So they're slightly different. So it's kind of cool. And here's another version. So this one is this one here. It has the 3 flowers, but you'll notice that there's 4 flowers on this frame. That's because they've used this one and they've inserted it in there to make a 4th flower. So lots of really cool ideas with this for sure. And look at all those little butterflies in there. That's from that iris add-on. And then we have a new butterfly layering stencil. So this one is this one here. And it is 2 layers. So you can do some really fun things with this. So you can make them bright and colorful, or you can keep them muted and a little more subtle in the background. But there's that thinking of you and those butterflies cut out as well. And then there is a basket weave, a basket weave stencil as well. And this one is also layering. So you can do a few different things with that, but see how you can create that really cool background. And you can layer this over die cuts too. So if you've got a basket die and you want to layer this stencil over top to give it a basket pattern, you can. Oh, there we go. So this basket here was actually created with the oval die. So you can see the large oval in the back and then the layered piece over top. That makes it kind of look like the handle. And then they've used half of an oval in the front. And then they've tucked this, the eggs and everything inside and used a grass dye and so on. But they've added that basket pattern onto the front to make it really look like an Easter basket. Now, these are the additional stencils that they've added to the lineup this time. And so if you own the Butterfly Kisses stamp set, there is now a coloring stencil available for that. If you own the Just Plain Awesome set, there is a coloring stencil for that. And if you own a bug deal, then there's a coloring stencil for that. So we did bring a few in for people that wanted to order them. But again, we don't order deep on these because we don't know how many people are going to actually want them. So just let us know, and we will add them to our next order for sure. Okay, I'm just going to add one more slideshow up here. Get my view right. This is the flower treat box. So this is creates a treat box, and it has a flower petal on the top. So those petals just untwist and the box opens up. So really great for treats and gift giving. Lots of good options for that. And here it is just in a different color scheme. So they're showing off the new pattern papers that have been released. And there is new cardstock too, which we're going to talk about in a second. So those are fun. And then here is the new pattern paper. So we have the 6x6 pad. And it is, I'll just hold it up so you can kind of see the pattern. It's floral on one side. Well, I guess they're kind of both florals, but like a petite floral on one side and then sort of like stems with leaves on the other side. So it's called Blissful Blooms, and it comes in all kinds of nice pastel colors. We also have limited quantities of the 12 by 12 collection pack. We did not order open stock in this. So both of those are available. Excuse me. And then there are a couple of new washi tapes. There is the rainbow, vertical pastel rainbow stripes. So that's what that looks like. And then there's the grass line washi tape, which gives you a line of grass. And so I do have those actually out on a card here so you can see what they look like. So that's the new washi tape this time around. They always make such nice washi tapes. There's the other grass line one. And then remove that. They do have a new release of cardstock. So this is a new cardstock pack. So it's 8.5 by 11, 100-pound weight cardstock, and it's called a macaron. So you can see the pastel colors along the bottom. There's 5 different colors, and you get 2 of each. Okay, so if you're looking for some nice pastel colors for Easter, this is a great set to pick up. And that is the whole release. Now I'm going to go back and talk about our giveaway. Oh, I do have a couple card samples I'm going to show. So I'll just, I showed one of them already. So there is, you can see that pattern paper in the background. There's the floral. And then at the bottom, you can see the other pattern. There's that cute little wheelbarrow and the florals. And there's the Thinking of You scripty die. And then we have this one here. So this shows off the cute little butterfly that, oops, it's not focused. The cute little butterfly that you can get with the Magic Iris add-on, that oval. This features the stamp from the Henry's Build a Sentiment and the Happy Easter that comes with this set here. And then the border in the background. And then here are the cute little butterflies and the horizontal version of that background set. Now, if you are a Fawny, that's what they call their fans, or Fawnies, they just never disappoint. If you love this cute scene building and critter type of style, they are definitely they knock it out of the park every time. And you just know that in the coming months, they are going to be featuring a lot of things on their social media pages and on their YouTube channel, where they're going to mix and match and show all of the details of these sets and how they can be incorporated into sets that you already have. They're just notorious for it. So get ready, because it's going to be pretty cool. Okay, so this is our giveaway. With any purchase from the new release. And you're going to get one of these fabulous pens from Lawn Fawn. At the beginning of the video, I talked about how much we love these pens. We try to get multiples of them every time we go to a trade show to last us until we go to the next trade show, because we just love them so much. They're really nice to write with. They all have a different little saying or critter on them, and they're just really nice to write with. And then we're throwing in a scratch pad of paper to go along with that, so you can make notes and things when you are watching our lives, because we always talk about that. Grab your notebook, grab your notebook. So this will give you some scratch pads. You can use it to stamp on or do all kinds of stuff. So it's fun. If you have if you have a request for which pen you want, feel free to leave it in the comments of your order. If we have it, we will throw it in there for you. We can't promise anything, but we are happy to do that if you want. I can quickly show you. This one says "I'm nuts for you," and it has the little acorns. This one has the mouse with the dandelion. I love that one. This one has the "Let It Snow" with the cute little snowmen. And then we've got "You Are So Possum," and it's got all the little pups on it. So if you have a request, you can put it in the comments. We cannot guarantee. This is while supplies last. And you don't have to put anything in your cart. You just have to put your order in. We will watch. If you ordered something from the new release, we will add this to your order for you. Okay, so that is it. I'm going to pack all this stuff up. I'm going to head into the store now, and we're going to get all of these orders processed. And someone says, "Guess I'll have to order." Yes, you will. They're one of the few companies that don't retire popular products. Well, they don't. They keep them in their library for quite a while. There are products retiring, though. We have had a few people request for us to order some things, and then we find out things are retired. So definitely keep an eye on stuff. Don't wait too long. You just never know what people are going to do. But it is a lot of fun, and they're very, very good about mixing and matching products from previous releases. So have fun shopping. I hope you enjoyed the release, and we will see you again soon.